Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai. All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Kakadash. Double honor to the apostle elders of GMS that taught me this truth, and shalom to the Akim that's teaching this truth with sincerity. Once again, my name is Einan with GMS Detroit Camp, GMS Detroit Bar Camp, and this is another quick lesson based on this video that I got from the Elder channel right here, GMS Watchman, and Elon Musk is doing going more in detail on what his Neurolink brain implantable brain chip can do. So I'm gonna play it, and then I'm gonna come with some scriptures, and also got a article that I want to pull out too, because a while back ago, this is my own testimony. A couple years ago, I had a seizure, and they put me up on an EEG machine, and it's matter of fact, I'm gonna grab it on Google for you can fully understand exactly what it was, and they used them to get to understand that I had a seizure. So, and they could tell the neurons and electrons that was passing through my brain, and knew I had a brain imbalance. But it is what it is. But let's play.
In a lot of ways, it's kind of like a Fitbit in your skull with tiny wires.
Neurolink wants to connect our brains to computers, and now it's showed off a device reading a pig's brain signals in real time. But how does it work, and will it turn you into a cyborg? I'm going to break it all down for you. Elon Musk is at it again. This time he was unveiling a new brain-computer interface. It's called the Link, and he says that one day it could cure everything from paralysis to blindness. Now, I'm going to explain all of this to you using the Galaxy Brain meme. Just think, starting off basic, and then I'm going to blow your mind. So step one, the basics. Our brains are made up of billions of neurons, cells with long, spindly arms that send messages via electrical spikes. Those spikes in electricity travel between neurons in a chain reaction, sending messages to the parts of our brain that control speech or movement, for example. When you move your arm, that action started as an electrical spike up here, which leads us to the second part of the Galaxy Brain meme, how Neuralink plans to read those electric spikes. According to Neuralink, your brain cells are kind of like electrical wiring, and rather than just having neurons sending electrical signals, those signals could be sent and received by a chip. Elon Musk unveiled Neuralink's implantable brain chip, the Link version 0.9. It's a brain-computer interface designed to be implanted directly into the brain by a surgical robot. Same-day surgery without a big incision or general anesthesia.
You remove about a coin-sized piece of skull, and then you can just walk around right afterwards. It's pretty cool.
The chip plugs into your brain directly via tiny microscopic threads. They're about 1/20th of the width of a human hair, and they connect with the neurons in your brain to receive and send electrical signals. Importantly, Neuralink says these electrodes won't damage your brain.
If they're inserted very carefully, so that the robot actually images the brain and makes sure to avoid any veins or arteries, so that the electrodes can be inserted with no noticeable damage. You sort of think like if you stab something with a wire, surely it will bleed, but actually at a really small scale, it does not.
Now, I can't believe I'm giving you specs on a brain chip, but here we go. It has an all-day battery life, wireless charging, and it's designed to wirelessly connect to your phone via Bluetooth with a range of 5 to 10 meters. And the whole thing, the chip, the surgery, the full cyborg experience, will start off expensive, but Musk says it'll hopefully eventually only cost a couple of $1,000s. He wants it to be about as expensive as laser eye surgery. Okay, so you're with me so far. I'm going to expand the brain meme. We're going to Sparkle Brain, and this is where it gets weird. Elon Musk did a demo and brought out 3 live pigs, one without a brain implant, one who'd had a link implanted and then had it removed without any issues, and a third pig named Gertrude that had had a chip in for 2 months. We got to see a live reading of the neurons in the pig's brain, firing in real time, specifically the neurons that were sending and receiving messages from her snout.
So what the beeps you're hearing are real-time signals from the Neuralink in Gertrude's head. So this Neuralink connects to neurons that are in her snout. So whenever she snuffles around and touches something with her snout, that sends out neural spikes, which are detected here.
We also saw the chip predicting the pig's movements based on brain activity. And we saw the electrodes firing and stimulating neurons and lighting up different brain regions. And that opens the door to some pretty game-changing applications for the link, beyond creating some kind of pork-borg. Neuralink's head neurosurgeon, Matthew McDougall, said the first trials of the link would be aimed at treating things like paraplegia. The company said it received FDA breakthrough device designation in July. Now, that's not the same as FDA approval, but it is a fast track to getting a medical device out in the field. But Neuralink doesn't want to stop there, and that is where we go full galaxy brain. There was talk of curing blindness by implanting the link in the visual cortex, treating mental health conditions like depression, anxiety, and addiction, connecting the link to a heads-up display so you could walk around like the Terminator. And then there were basic ideas like,
I gotta stop it right there because, that's the basis of the video right there. That's the whole inspiration of this video. And let me grab scriptures right quick because the reason why they know how to do the thing that they do because the scriptures, matter of fact, is because of this technology, man. Because this right here, this electroencephalogram. And it's a test that help diagnose epilepsy, but it do more than just that. It also tell when you move a limb or whatever, or anything in your body. It registers all the electrons, the neurons, and the electrons passing through your brain and while doing it. And this how Elon Musk know that he can do what he do according to the scriptures, because he matter of fact, nope, that ain't it. According to the scriptures, Psalms. Psalms 64 and 6. Because this devil make a diligent search, and his scientists and all that shit, and his doctors, they make a diligent search. They search out iniquity, and they accomplish a diligent search, both inward, though every one of them, and the heart is deep, and they do a diligent search when they look, and they use all this technology to apply it to this neural network, this Neuralink thing that he's doing. And I don't seen pictures where he did it to mice, rats. He did it to the pigs, and he wanted to go to the next phase where he'd start doing it to humans. But he said he wanted to do it on paraplegics, people that's semi-paralyzed, that's paralyzed on one side, or That's basically it. Paralyzed on one side, or you paralyzed. You could be paralyzed from the waist down, and he probably could hook your ass up with that shit. And then he said he want to do something for blindness. And man, and that makes me want to come out with another scripture, because man, man. There you go. Revelations 13 and 14, he sees them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles, which he had power to do in the sight of the beasts, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast that had a wound by the sword and did live. And he deceived them by the means of those miracles. If he give you the brain implant, he could cure you from your paralysis. He could cure you from your blindness. He could cure you from your He even said in that thing that he could you could store your memories, like in upload. Oh man, this guy, man, he's a devil. And we watch stuff like this because it's part of prophecy. And us men of Great Millstone, we stay on prophecy constantly. We always stay on prophecy. Some of these other camps, they don't stay on prophecy. That's the reason why they don't get all the flags that we get all the time, because we constantly stand on prophecy. And in this Revelations 13 and 16, he calls them all, both small and great, rich and poor, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. And that Neurolink, and I had this done when I had that seizure, and this nigga, it won't be a surprise to me that he probably needs a Neurolink, the Neurolink chip, because he smoked so many damn brain cells out, smoking all that motherfucking weed. But I never had this. I never had the brain implant. I never had no implants whatsoever. Let's get that one thing straight. Or the the RFID microchip. But this is what he's planning on doing. See how he pulls back a fold of your skin off your forehead and then cut a hole in your head and put that chip in there with that robot? That's what he's planning on doing. And this is the RFID microchip. And this was also we watch for. And this is all part of prophecy. And we know that when we see these prophecies come past, we know our salvation is coming quicker than we ever knew. And let me read it again. Revelation 13 and 16. And he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. That's prophecy. Hey, that's future prophecy that we have the technology to actually make it happen right now. John the Revelator seen this happening in our time. That no man might buy or sell or save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of the name. And here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of beasts, for it is the number of a man. And his number is 666. And when we go into that word mark, it's Kragma. Year before last was the Karagma, year of the Karagma. last year was the year of prophecy, and this year's year. Close that damn door. Out. Close my damn door. This is hastening the day, because we ready to get we want to get delivered out of here. You know, so we hasten the time. Lord willing, we can hasten the time. Pray, constantly pray. Keep putting up prayers. Give the Most High no rest until He delivers us out of here. But charagma, let's go into the deeper meaning of words and strong definition. Charagma, for the same, a scratching, a etching, a stamp, a badge of servitude, a sculpture figure, a statue, a graven mark. And this devil wants you to get that RFID microchip, because he wants you to wants you to be it's a badge of servitude. He want to make you a slave unto himself. Because once you accept that product in your head or in your hand, you tell the Most High that you love Esau. Because the Most High told you not to accept it. But if you accept it, you tell the Most High you love Esau. Pretty much. Because, the scriptures say they wiser than Daniel. And we go to this other word, 300, 600, 306. Is sky-size stigma. And when we key in that word right here, stigma, we go to Galatians 6 and 17. From henceforth let no man trouble me, for I bear in my body the marks of the Lord Yahushai. And when you put a key in that word marks, it's stigma. Stigma. And we go deeper into that word, strong definition, from the primary stizzle to stick to prick, a mark inside punch for recognition of ownership, figuratively a scar of service. So when you take that mark or that brain or that mark in the forehead or in the hand, you take it that scar of service. And you telling the Most High that you love your wife, you love your master. I will not go free. And in fact, the scriptures say they're wiser than Daniel, and they use the law against us. Now these are the judgments. This is Exodus 21:1. These are the judgments which thou shalt set before them. If thou buy a Hebrew servant 6 years, he shall 6 years he shall serve, and the 7th year he shall go out free for nothing. If he came in by himself, he shall go out by himself. If he were married, then his wife shall go out with him. If his master give him a wife, and she bore him sons and daughters, the wife and the children shall be her master, and he shall go out by himself. And if the servant shall plainly say, and right here, the 6 years that you serve, and this when you're dealing with another Hebrew man having a Hebrew servant, the 7th year is the year of Jubilee. He go out free. And you're supposed to give him substance. You're supposed to give him wealth. You know, you're supposed to, take care of that man. Now, if this is Exodus 21:4, if his master had given him a wife and he bore him sons, she bore him sons and daughters, the wife and the children shall be her master, and he shall go out by himself. And if the servant shall plainly say, I love my wife, my children, if the servant shall plainly say, I love my master, my wife, and my children, I will not go out free, then his master shall bring him to the judges, and he also to the door, and unto the doorpost, and his master shall bore his ear through with an awl, and he shall serve him forever. And an awl is a cutting device. And we ain't supposed to put no marks or cuttings in our flesh. Matter of fact, Leviticus 21:7. Nope. Here you go. Leviticus 21:5. Salakia. Thou shalt make no baldness upon thy head, neither shall they shave off the corners of thy beard, nor make any cuttings in thy flesh, in their flesh. So, hey, do not accept the RFID microchip. Do not accept the brain implant. If it happens that you have to accept death, take death. It's better you accept death by the hands of these devils than death from the Most High. So, I pray this video was edifying. With that said, all praises to Yahweh, by Shem Yahushai, by Shem Kakadash. Double honor the apostle elders that taught me this truth. And shalom to the Akim that's teaching this truth with sincerity. And shalom. And Kwan Bakiyam.